What the fuck just happened at St James's Park? Newcastle United 2, Everton 3. I've got to say, that is one of the worst displays I have ever seen us put in a football match. Absolutely beyond a joke. Nicky Pope, I do not know what he is doing in this game, but I mean, some of them things that he was doing in that game today at St James's Park is just absolutely disgusting. Sunday League goalkeepers could do better than that, than what Nicky Pope did at St James's today. The second goal for Everton, I mean, literally, just save it. Just fucking save the ball. Why are you literally getting yourself into a situation like that where the ball is literally coming in, there's nobody in the box? You've literally got plenty of time to just jump across, grab it, get your hands on the ball, take it down to the ground, and then redistribute it up the pitch. But no, not Nicky Pope. No, let's power it off me hands right into the path of Beto and allow Everton to get right back in with another goal in the game. And it's just unacceptable behaviour by Nicky Pope, and he's been like this for a while now. You know, he needs to start getting his head straight. He needs to start getting back to the way he was when he was in the cup final. You know, he was really good in that. But since then, he's just been absolutely disgusting, just making loads of little mistakes right the way along. Like we're seeing today, you know, and it's unacceptable for a goalkeeper of his quality and what he has as an ability. It's unacceptable to be saying, you know, and being doing stupid things like this. And then the other players as well, not just to throw all of the blame at Nicky Pope, but then the other players in the team today, Anthony Gordon. I mean, you've literally just smashed Qarabağ for fun in Azerbaijan. You then, of course, got to play in the Qarabağ game at St James's Park. Yeah, you didn't score, but I mean, Everton, your old club, you know, get in there, get in their face, smash in some goals, get some revenge for what they did to you. And Anthony Gordon's just non-existent. He's not doing any of the intense pressure. He's not doing any of the stuff that we've seen him do in previous games. And it's, again, just what the fuck are you thinking? And then other players as well in the game today, you know, just not passing enough, not passing fast enough, taking too long on the ball. It's just beyond a joke. I mean, we need to start getting consistency if we are wanting to be a serious outfit. We need to start getting that consistency going, because what we've seen today at St James's Park is absolutely unacceptable, especially when we are competing for European places. These are the teams that we need to be beating. We need to be beating teams like Everton, who are around with in this position in the league as we are at the moment. And that performance today at St James's Park, just completely and utterly unacceptable. Eddie Howe showed it, you know, during the match as well, with the way he was going on the sidelines. Just really disgusted at the way the players were performing. And, you know, there was just no call for that performance today by the lads, and no call for some of their mistakes from Nicky Pope neither in goal forward. I mean, Ramsdale should have probably been in ahead of him, to be honest, because literally that was just absolute joke. And our best player on the park today, in my eyes, was Jacob Ramsey. And the poor lad ended up having to go off with what looked like some sort of sickness had come over him. In the second half, he was literally gagging and had to go off the pitch. You could see he was on the verge of being sick. And to be honest, I'd be sick as well if I had to play with that kind of performance today, and with players doing that kind of performance today as well. It was just absolutely disgusting, the way the lads, you know, put themselves about in that game today, the way, you know, they were putting on a lack of display in the game. You know, so really, really bad. We should have been coming away from that game with a result and a win against Everton. We smashed Everton at this earlier in the season, so there was no call for to not do the same in this game today. And I mean, it's just absolutely pathetic. It really is. It's disgusting and it's disrespectful, you know, because the fans are going to the stadium, you know, we're supporting the team, we're putting the effort in, So the players could at least do the same back, you know, and that performance today, just very disrespectful to the support shown by the fans, of course. And, you know, things have got to change because the way it is at the moment, you know, it's not going to be great for us. We're not going to be finishing in them European spots if we don't start picking up the points. We're on 36 points out of 28 games played. We need to start getting ourselves up into that, you know, top 7 area if we are wanting to be in Europe next season. At bare minimum, Conference League places is where, you know, we need to start pushing for if we want to get ourselves into European football next season, because otherwise the only other way we can get there is by winning the Champions League, and we all know we've got to take on Barcelona first and get past them to see how far we can make it. And then, of course, there's the FA Cup as well, and we'll know what the story is there, with Manchester City being the next team that we'll have to take on in that competition. So, you know, it's not looking good for getting European football next season if we don't start putting in performances against these kind of teams like Everton and the other teams that are around. Well, we've got to start doing that if we want to get that European football for next season. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Was Nicky Pope absolutely disgusting today? And who was the worst performer in the team, in your opinion, today, of course? But I mean, that was just absolutely pathetic, disgusting display by the lads today, and we need to start getting rid of that if we want to start acting like a serious outfit and want to start, you know, putting a improvement to the claims that are being said, that we are going to be the best team in the world. And we can't be that unless we start getting stupid decisions and stupid moments and stupid displays like this out of the system going forward. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Till next time, hit like, share, subscribe to the channel, and how are the lads?